Yeah.
Taught a class this morning with the gym like door wide open. It was so nice. I was actually sweating. I was like, I'm gonna have to wear shorts.
It's humid because of the rain. Be exercise.
Testing. Testing, testing. Test, test, test. Testing.
Okay. Is the pack on?
Test, test. Something at the top. Test, test, test.
Okay. Next time. For next time. I've already moved everything. Okay, thanks. Oh, no worries. Okay. Oh, really?
Do you have any questions, Easter? Testing, testing. Still no. Test, test, test.
I know, I have a picture. I have a picture. It's exactly the same. Is the red?
Testing, testing.
No, I don't think so. Is it the red on the thing here? Yeah. I'll show you right now on FaceTime you. How do I make this a FaceTime? Oh, there. Flip.
Yeah, your master's down. Yep.
More?
No, not that one. Master, yeah.
Try it again.
Testing, testing.
Still getting
testing. Test,
This
test, test.
Yeah.
Is the unit on itself?
Yeah. And her thing's on.
Tight. All connections seem there. Did you plug it into the slide? Test, test, test.
And
Testing.
it's plugged into the wall.
Where are you? What okay, testing. Testing. Oh, it's 1 o'clock.
Shit, it's 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Is there another plug you could try?
It's on the right spot.
Yeah, everything's working.
This is wiggled in. Test, test, test. Yeah. Test. Turn it off and on. So they know this is still on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Just yell really loudly when you keep tossing.
This thing covering, kind of. Everybody, welcome to Variety Ontario, Variety Village in Scarborough. You are here on a field trip, a virtual field trip with Coach Jill. And I know you guys may not be able to hear me so well right now. I'm going to talk as loud as I can until we can get the mic working properly. Technology You guys who are e-learning, I'm sure you deal with this all the time. So welcome students, welcome teachers to your virtual field trip here. I'm so glad that you've decided to join us here today. If you were here with me last week, you know I took you on an inclusive, active adventure to the Paralympics, right? I'm so excited. The Olympics, Paralympics, Summer Olympics are coming up. Hopefully this summer it's supposed to be happening in Tokyo, Japan. It was delayed from last year. And last week I told you about there's 28 sports, 22 summer sports, and 6 winter sports that are going to be represented. And that's pretty exciting to me. Being a fitness advocate, I am a personal trainer, I'm a group fitness instructor, so I love athletics, I love sports, and I'm so excited to watch this summer. I hope you guys are too. So we're going to continue with our adventure today. But as any athletes, we know that we got to get moving. Right, so all the athletes here at Variety Ontario, amazing facility for people of all ages and all abilities with all kinds of inclusive programs. We all have to start with a warm-up. So whether you're going to be seated in your chair or in your wheelchair, you can see that over there, or standing, you're welcome to do this standing. If you would rather, just start with a nice march. Because a lot of you guys, if you're students and you've been learning today, you're usually sitting, right? Some of you might have standing desks, but hopefully, you're standing up and taking breaks as often as you can. Get that nice march going. Good, now we're gonna do a little heel tap to the front, heel tap, and heel tap. Welcome to all the schools, just signed. I'm pretty sure Miss Kennedy's class is probably here. Miss Collar's grade 1 class, hopefully here. We're working on the technology issues, so I can't see who's here yet, but we'll figure that out soon. Okay, now you're gonna tap to the side. Swing the arms, swing the arms. If you're seated, looks like this. Trying to stay towards the edge of your seat though. Stomach muscles are squeezing. Nice big breaths. You've probably been sitting a long time. Those muscles need to get moving. Blood needs to get flowing, and that's gonna help your brain think better too. Good for your mind, good for your body. Good. All right, now what I want you to do is do a turn and reach. Turn and reach. Stretch across. Stretch across. Seated looks like this. Standing, you look like this. Reach and reach. Big stretch. Big and stretch. All athletes have to do a warm-up. Get their bodies ready. So why? Why would we do a warm-up? Right? So you don't get injured. Yeah, when you're doing your actual sport, you don't want to hurt yourselves. Good, now we're going to reach up and over. And over. Reach way over. Reach way over. See, it looks like this. Big stretch. Big stretch. Leaning. Yeah, I feel that stretch through your sides. Madame Buenos, Madame Buevi. Bonjour, bonjour, comment ça va? I'm so glad you're here again with us. Ms. Kennedy, you are here for sure. All the wonderful students in all of your classes. Oh, Mrs. Collar is class 2. I figured you guys were here today. Fantastic. All right, big reach up tall, and then bring them down. Reach up tall, bring them down. Stretch through the shoulders. Whoa, and if you're standing, looks like this. Stretch up and down. And if you can, go from your chair. I know not everybody's legs are able to do this. If you can, stand all the way up and stretch, and then come back down to your chair, or right here, if you're not able to do this standing. It's all good. Way up and down. We're going to do 5 of these. Way up and down. 3 more, big stretch. And 2 more. And last one, big stretch. Keep those hands way up high. Put them together. I'm going to show you seated. You're going to stretch to the side tip. Well, Mrs. Walker's class is here. Welcome, everybody. And Mrs. Pascaloni.
Welcome. Oh, and Ms. Lee's. There we go. We have sound. I'll stop shouting. Reach up tall. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for letting us know that you're here today. Next one we're going to do, if you're standing, you're going to turn your body like this. If you're seated, I want you to put your hand on your knee, your other hand back, and then turn your body and look behind you. Excellent. Big breath here. And then come back to the middle. Place your hand on your other knee. Your other hand goes back. Big inhale and breathe out. Look the other way. And if you're standing, it looks like this. Just get that nice torso turn. Torso is your upper body. Good. And bring those down. I want you to bring your hands down in behind your back like this. Grab those hands together, push down. Oh, and try to open your chest. Anybody who sits a lot, you get really tight right through here, right? We're going to do this for about 5 more seconds. Big stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Release those. Now you're going to bring your hands together in front. Push out and round out your back. Seated looks like this. Oh, and then bring them all the way up again. And then I want you to bring your elbows out wide. Bring them in front and then squeeze back. Forward, back here. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Wake up all those muscles there. Good for posture. All of you guys who sit a lot. Get ready. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then bring them down. And then you're going to bring one arm all the way back, like a big backstroke, and then the other one all the way back. And if you're standing, you can add a little leg in the front, tap and tap. Seated, you can also add that foot in, reach, or if your legs are not mobile, keep them still and just work on the arms. Whatever parts of your body works, that's the whole inclusivity part here, is that you're going to try and get them moving. Right? Moving and stretching every single day. Oh, big stretch. 1 more each. Big stretch around. And again, and then we're going to go forward like a front stroke. We've done lots of swimming before. We've gone swimming in the ocean, all kinds of places in our active adventures. We're using some swimming motions to help our shoulders warm up. Good. 2 more of these. Awesome. And now some breaststroke. So you're going to go forward and then pull those arms wide. Reaching forward and pull wide. So you kind of dive forward and then open wide. If you're seated, standing, you're here, bend and open. Bend here and open up. Awesome. Do 4 more of these. And 3. And 2. And 1. Good. All right, just going to do a couple stretches for the neck too, because I know a lot of you are sitting, especially teachers too, right? Your necks get pretty tight. So we're going to tip our ear to our shoulder over to the side, but keep your shoulders here. We don't want to tip and push your other hand down if you want. Feel that stretch to the side of your neck. 3, 2, 1, and then bring your head up to the middle and then tip your other ear to your other shoulder. Oh, that should feel nice. Big stretch on the side of the neck. 3, 2, 1. Come back to the middle now. I want you to tuck your chin down to your chest. Feel a nice stretch in the back of your neck. 3, 2, 1. Come back up to the middle. And now look up to the ceiling. Big stretch. See if you can keep your jaw closed. Feel a stretch at the front of the neck. And all the way back to the middle. Then turn and look over one shoulder, like you're looking at one wall. Keep your shoulders relaxed though. 3, 2, 1, and back to the middle. And then look over the other shoulder. And a big breath. Good. And back to the center. All right. What I want you to do, turn those wrists and an equal circle. Same time. If you can do this standing, awesome. Work on that balance. Seated, you're down here. A little bit easier for balance, but still. And then the other way. Nice. Shake that out. Switch it up. Other foot. If you're standing, you're here. And then the other way. Good. All right. Crisscross your arms. Legs are tapping in. Open the chest. Open the back. Open the chest. Open the back. And if you're seated, you're like this. Whatever you can move, move it. If your arms are working, work the arms. If the legs are working, work the legs. See if you can get everything moving. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Now we're going to do a little bit with our core. So our core is a lot of our stomach muscles and our bum and our hips. We're going to lift our knee towards our elbows. So we're going to lift and then we switch into the opposite side. Crunch and crunch. Kind of like, if you ever seen anybody lying on their back and doing bicycle crunches, same idea. You can do that seated. You can also do it standing. So we're going to do that here. All athletes have to train their core. Good, good, good. Lift and lift. All right, see if you can go a little faster. Okay, 5 more each. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. And then we're going to do a little kick out with one leg and punch with the other arm. Seated looks like this. You straighten out one leg, push the other arm out. Punch and kick, punch and kick. Good. You guys got that? It's a little bit of coordination, getting one side and the other. And again, if legs, you don't have mobility of the legs, do those arms. If you don't have mobility with the legs or the arm, good, we're going to do 10 more seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, big breath up and all the way down. Okay, we're going to do a little turn and a turn. Hey, Ms. Williams' class is here too. Welcome, welcome. I'm so happy you're here today. Hopefully you guys have already started. We got our warm-up done. We're working on a little bit of core. Think about your stomach muscles, right? What helps your body turn? Athletes have to be able to move and turn, whatever their sports are. Have to have good control of their bodies. Okay, 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1, and done. And then we're going to stand or sit tall. Chest is tall. We're going to reach to the, if you're standing, you're going down towards you. That knee, I'm not tipping forward, I'm staying tall. Reach, reach. So I'm using muscles on the side. If I'm sitting, I'm reaching toward the ankle. Right? You can reach a little bit on the outside of your wheelchair wheels if you're sitting in a chair. Reach and reach. You should feel the muscles on the sides of your body working. Okay, we're going to do 4 more. And 3. Sit tall. 2, 1, and done. All right, little crisscross of the arms. So a little bit of history about the Paralympics. They started way back in 1948. That's even before Coach Jill was born. Long time ago. Probably most of you teachers too, right? It was just with a small group of British war veterans. And back even in 1960, there were only 400 athletes who were with a disability Paralympics. And as of like 2016, so stats, are still coming in. I think it was thousands of competitors from over 100 countries were participating in the 2012 Paralympics. Do a little march while we're going. Pretty amazing. So para-athletes, regular athletes, everybody is showing skill and fitness and power and endurance and tactical ability and mental focus in order to do their sports. So we're going to visit a couple of different sports today. We did some track and field last week. We did wheelchair racing and running. We did jumping and throwing. We did paddling for canoes, right? The canoe racing, paddle sprints. And we did some wheelchair basketball. I think those are the main ones that we did. So this week, I was hoping we could focus on 3 other ones. Oh, Ms. Watkins' class is here too. Fantastic. Bonjour. Hello, hello. And Mrs. Papa's class, thank you so much for joining us and letting us know that you're here. All right, so Taekwondo. Who's heard of Taekwondo? If you haven't heard of Taekwondo, you've probably heard of martial arts. So Taekwondo is going to make its debut performance this summer, hopefully, in Tokyo. Debut means first time ever. So that's pretty exciting for all the para-athletes who love Taekwondo. And it's great for any para-athletes who don't have ability to use upper body, right? So a limb impairment, maybe they only have one arm, maybe no arms at all. So it's a lot of kicking. So it's involving legs. So for those of you right now who don't have a lot of ability with legs, you're still going to use your arms to kick with your arms if you can, if that makes sense. So one of the kicks that you can do in Taekwondo, para-athletes, it's a side kick. So if you're seated, I want you to lift your knee up and bring it back down. We're going to practice a little bit. Lift that knee up, bring it back down. If you're standing, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift. This is only part of the kick. It's the beginning, right? Stomach muscles are squeezing. We're going to do it 5 more times. And then 4. Bring it in. 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to hold it up here. And then I want you to try and push that out to the side. So you're trying to hit with your heel. A little bit to the blade of the foot, but mainly the heel. And if you're in your chair, see if you can lift up and then kick out. I know it's tough. Up and out if you can. And if it doesn't work with the arms, do that punch kick with your arms, right? Kick it out that way. Imagine that is your leg. So let's try, lift it up, kick it out, bring it back in here. So up, that's a chamber, kick it out, bring it back, put it down. We're gonna do 5 more. Up, out, in, and down. Requires balance, right? Standing on that other leg. If you need to hold a chair, go for it. Here and down. 4 more. Up, out, in, and down. 3 more. Up, out, in, and down. 2 more. Up, out, in, and down. 1 more. Up, out, in, and down. And I should have mentioned you keep your hands up like you're in your fighting stance. Let's switch up legs. Put the other one in front now. So we're going to do front side kick, front leg, front side kick. So now we're going to lift that knee up and put it down. Lift it up, put it down. Kind of coming up on an angle. Lift and lower, seated, here, here, here. You can keep hands here, or if legs aren't working, do some arm swings, okay? Lift. All right, 2 more. And last one. Oh no, we're going to bring it from here and kick out to the side and bring it back. Start in that fighting stance again. Lift, kick out, here and down. Up, out, here and down. You can feel all the muscles working in your hip and your stomach. Side and down, up, out, and down. See if you can do a little quicker. 3 more nice quick ones. Up, out, in, and down. 2 more, up, out. Don't kick your desk, though, or anybody else around you. 1 more. Kick it out and down. Good. Let's do a little march. Seated or standing. Lots of other kicks in Taekwondo. Paralympics involve spinning. So we're not going to do a lot of spinning today, but we could try a little jump. So if you're seated, I want you to think about lifting those legs up and jump to the side. Lift up and jump to the side. Lots of stomach muscles working here. Up and over, up and over. And if you can't do 2 at once, do 1 and 1, then the other and the other. If you can standing, I want you to try here. Jump and spin. Land on 2 feet. Jump. So 180-degree turn. Face one wall. Swing and come around to the other side. Up and around. Up and around. And maybe if you guys are liking some of this stuff, I'm not a Taekwondo instructor, but we have lots of great instructors here at Variety. You guys might want to get involved, where you can learn really good technique. We're going to do 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1 more. Awesome. March it out. Let's do a big breath. Good. 1 more. And down. Awesome. All right, so there's also front snap kicks, and there's all kinds of things, and roundhouse kicks in regular Taekwondo. Para Taekwondo is mainly the spinning kicks and a back kick. But for now, those are really hard to do when from a seated position. We're going to skip over those. We're going to move on to another sport that involves more of the upper body. That's archery. Did you guys know that archery is a sport in Paralympics? So maybe you don't even know what I'm talking about with archery. A bow and an arrow and a target. We did some archery, one of our adventures where we had to, hit squirrel nuts falling out of the tree on us one day, I think. So you're going to stand or sit sideways to your target. And Paralympic athletes who are in archery can do it seated from their wheelchair, and they would have their wheelchair turned to the side. Oh dear. Water bottle. This way. And you're going to pick up your bow, hold it here, grab the little drawstring, pull it back, and then let it go. You could also be a Paralympic athlete and do this standing. Did you know that there are some athletes who actually hold the bow with their foot and they use their teeth to draw the string back to shoot the arrow? Pretty amazing strength, right? So you don't even have to have your arms to work with this. So let's try a couple. So you're going to pick up your bow, hold it out there. Imagine that's fairly heavy, holding that bow out, right? Right here. Pick your target. You're looking at that big target over there. Pick maybe the center, right? Bullseye. Reach back. 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Did you hit the bullseye? Let's do it again. Pick it up. Reach down. Pick up the bow. Pull that string back and let it go. All right, then we're going to try from the other side, right? Most para athletes pick one side, but it's nice when you're training to practice both. Pick up with the other arm or the other leg. Hold that bow out. Pick your spot. Stare down the target. Pull that back right to your chin. 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Awesome. One more time. Pull it back and let it go. Did you hit the bullseye? So think about how strong para athletes who do archery, their arms and shoulders and core must be, right? So we're going to do a little bit of training for these right now. So what I want you to do is put your hands out. If you're standing, you're like this. If you're sitting, you're like this. Your palms are down towards the ground. We're just going to do little pushes. And we're going to see how long it takes for your arms to start to feel a little tired. Good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I want you to flip. So now your palms are up towards the ceiling, and we're going up and down again. This is really good for the shoulders. And if you want to keep the feet moving, you can. Here, right? And if you're standing, you're like this. Good. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now I want your palms to face me, pushing in and back, in and back, in and back. Keep those arms out. Anybody feel their shoulders yet? Push forward and back, forward and back. You got to be able to keep those arms up high, right? If you're an archery expert, or even when you're practicing and learning. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. And now I want you to point thumbs down, palms to the back, and push back, push back, push back. You can feel the muscles working between your shoulder blades. I can anyway. Hopefully you can too. Who's put their arms down? Anybody? See if you can keep them up there. Give it 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't put them down yet. No, palms down. See if you can do little circles. Whose shoulders are giving out? Nobody? Nobody. Awesome. Keep it up then. Good. We're going forward, little circles. And now we're going to go backward, little circles. Still tall. How are these feeling? 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to bend your elbows like this. Can you see me? And now we're going to do little circles this way. Elbows are going forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Squeeze through the shoulder blades in the back. Good. Who is with me and hasn't put their arms down yet? If you haven't yet, you're a superstar. Good. And then we're going to go forward. Good. Just 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, shake them out. Anybody feel it right there on each of their shoulders? Yeah, give them a little rub. Oof. Can you imagine holding up a heavy bow like this repeatedly, the hours and hours and hours of practice? All right, now we're going to try something a little bit different. We're going to either sit and bend far forward, keeping your back nice and flat. We're going to pretend, well, we've done this once before. We're pretending we're big flying eagles, right? Flying through the sky. But instead of flapping the wings, we're going to lift and lower. And you might feel the shoulders a little more quickly this time. If you're standing, you're like this. It's a bent over fly. It's really like flying. Squeeze the muscles between the shoulder blades. Good. Who's with me still? Okay, we're going to do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7. I always think of a big eagle. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hang down for a sec. If you're sitting, hang all the way down. Roll up slowly. And come up nice and tall. Big stretch up. Awesome. All right. Shake that out. All right. So that's a little visit for some archery practice. Maybe that's something that you guys have tried before. Maybe it's something you would like to try. That's a pretty cool sport. All right, another one that is really amazing is sitting volleyball. Did you know that sitting volleyball is a sport in Paralympics? Pretty cool. It's very much like regular volleyball, except the net is a little bit lower, the court is a little bit smaller, and all the players have to stay seated on the ground. So it's great for anybody who has a leg or muscle impairment for the lower body. So come down to the floor with me if you can. Can we bring our screen down a little bit? And if you can't come to the floor, stay seated in your chair and you can do it from here. So seated volleyball, you could have an amputation, right? You can have both lower legs amputated and you're just moving your arms around. You can have just one leg. You could be able to stand up, but you're not allowed to do that while you're playing the game. So you're gonna put your hands down on the floor in ready position and you're gonna try and move yourself to the side and then move yourself to the other side using your arms. And if you're up in your chair, you can be here, whoop. And you're just gonna try and push down on your wheels, lift yourself up and over, up and over. You don't have to do anything with your legs. Lift up and over, push and lift. Just like when you're doing a transfer, right? You lift your bum up, move over, same idea. Except here. Now we're gonna be ready to serve. So you're gonna pick up the ball, it's a regular volleyball, in one hand, okay? You're gonna have the other hand ready here. You're gonna toss it up in the air and then hit it. Okay, let's do that 5 times together. Toss it up in the air and hit. Toss up and hit. Toss and hit. Toss and hit. One more. Toss and hit. All right, now you're gonna be ready for when that ball comes back over the net. Another player might hit it back over. You're gonna put your hands together and we're gonna get ready to do, I always called it a bump, but it's usually called a dig. So your hands are together, thumbs are together and down. Ready to pop that ball. It's gonna hit right here. Ready? 3, pop. You move in between. Pop, move, pop, move yourself over. Pop, 2 more, move over. And 1 more. Oh, all right. Now another one is a set. So get your hands up like this, kind of like a diamond. Ball's coming back over. You're gonna push it up and then move yourself over. Push it up, move yourself over. Push up, move over. Maybe you have to go forward now. Pop up. Now you're gonna move back. Push your legs back. Pop, forward, pop. 1 more. And back. All right. Now there's also a position near the front of the net called a block. So the other players are knocking that over. Oh my gosh, we've got like 1 minute. We're gonna put our hands up way high to block that ball and down and then move. Block, pop. So you're gonna try and have the balls hit your hands and pop them back over. Move back over, pop, boom. Block them. 2 more. And 1 more. Block. Oh, all right. I think we're gonna have to say goodbye to volleyball and all the rest of our sports right now. Our half hour goes so quickly. My goodness. You could be sitting on the floor or seated in your wheelchair, whatever is comfortable for you. Let's do a big stretch up, big inhale. Push those hands way up high and then lean to the side. And then way up high and lean to the side. And then way up high again and bring them down and around. In behind your back, push them down, open up your chest. Good. And then bring them around in front, around to the back. And all the way up. I want you to cross one leg over the other. Sometimes I'll show it from the chair. It might be a little bit easier to show you this way. One leg is over, like this, called figure 4. And then you lean forward. Any teachers who are doing this stretch with me right now, you're probably going, ow. Side of the hip. 3, 2, 1, and then come back up tall. Switch it up. Other leg comes over. Sit nice and tall, and then lean forward. Anybody feel tight in their hip? We're going to 3 more seconds. 2, 1, and back up. Awesome. Now put that leg out straight. Leg out straight, heel down, toe up, big inhale, and lean forward. See if you can reach your toe. This is a hamstring stretch. Really nice for flexibility. And if you can't put the legs out there, just hang forward, stretch forward. 3, 2, 1, roll it up. Bring that leg in, stick the other one out straight, heel down, toe up, sit tall, and then lean forward, reach for that toe. Big breath. 3, 2, 1, and roll it up. Good stuff. Big breath up tall. And then bring those hands around wide and give yourself a nice big hug
And a pat on the back. Thank you for visiting with me, Coach Jill, here at Variety Ontario in Scarborough on our virtual field trip. Active adventure, active inclusive adventure with me here today, visiting the Paralympics. There are so many sports we still can visit. So I think next week is our last week. So I hope you can tune in for that. We'll visit a few more of the sports and then we'll see what our next group of excursions are going to be. For now, have a fantastic week. Take care, stay strong, and keep on moving. Bye, guys.